Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I have some interesting news about Battlefield 3 that I think you guys will really enjoy. Some of you may not like this information, but you can't please everyone. So in a recent article, there is an author, or the author, had the opportunity to play a recent build for Battlefield 3, and if you're not aware, the beta that we've been playing over the past couple of weeks was a pretty old and outdated build. It was a couple of months old, and that is one of the reasons why it felt so unpolished. There was a lot of glitches, and it just did not feel like a game that was ready for release in a couple of weeks, and that is one of the reasons why a lot of people are a little bit nervous about the game. But in the article, he tries to alleviate some of these concerns and say that these glitches they're not in the game, and there's also been a huge overhaul to the gun gameplay. So as of right now, if you've played the beta, you'll know that if you come across someone, since the damage is so high, you will probably get the kill, and they won't have any time to react or get into a position to either allow themselves to live or to retaliate and shoot back. That's just the way the beta was. It really reminded me of more of a Call of Duty game, and a lot of people like that, but in my opinion, it really did not feel like a Battlefield game. And so what this author has mentioned is that there has been a huge shift in the damage, and it's going to resemble more of the Bad Company series. So it's going to take a couple more bullets to take someone out, and if you come across multiple targets, you may be able to take 2 people out with 1 clip, depending on what weapon you're going to be using. But if there is multiple targets, you're probably going to have to pull out your pistol, much like in the Bad Company series. And in my opinion, this is a really good change. One of the great things that I really enjoyed about the Battlefield series is how it's a more tactical game. And I mean, it's not like Gears of War where it takes 1,000 bullets to take someone out, but it still isn't like a Call of Duty game where if you come across someone, it's just pray and spray. And while I'm not saying that the Call of Duty series doesn't require skill, it definitely does. This change, I think, is going to require more gunplay skill, and it's not just going to matter if you get the jump on someone. It's really going to be who can have the more accurate shot more continuously to take someone out. So I do really like these changes, and I just think it's going to add another tactical layer to the game, and you're going to have to rely more on your allies. You're going to need to be, flanking effectively, and I just think it's going to make the game less frustrating. So I remember in Caspian border, while I really loved that map, it was a lot of fun, if I was moving from one point to the other point, and while I still was trying to be careful if someone was camping and then they got the drop on me, I really had no way of identifying where they were. It's a huge map, and I would probably die. And that's a really frustrating feeling completely helpless in those situations, while you were trying to be careful, just not having any idea where they are, or if you do know where they are, you're not going to be able to have the time to react to take them out. So I really do think these changes are going to be welcome changes in the community, and also just make the game more enjoyable. Also in the article, it mentions the fact that there is going to be a lot more gun recoil variation, and so I think this is really going to make those weapons that a lot of people were complaining about in the beta be a little bit less powerful. There was a lot of concerns about the UMP, because it really was a powerful weapon on the border of being overpowered, but a lot of the weapons in those games, they did a lot of damage, and I think this is going to, with this change and the fact there's going to be more gun recoil and more just gun balance, we're not going to have these problems like we did in the beta where a certain weapon just felt like it was ridiculous. I'm sure there's going to be some weapons that are better than others. That always happens in a game. I don't think I've ever played a game where one or a couple of weapons weren't a little bit better than everyone else. It just happens. That's just the way games work. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I do want to know what you guys think. Do you think these are good changes, or were you satisfied with what was in the beta? Please let me know in the comment section below. I am interested in what you guys have to say. But yeah, guys, this about wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a rating. And also, if you'd like to see more videos from me, I recommend that you subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Twitter. But until next time, everyone, have a good one and take it easy.